guys, here we are. We are in Margarita. That's right, we're back. We are back, and we are in Margarita, Venezuela. And today we're flying to Caracas. So it's been a little while. Appreciate you guys sticking with us. Buster and I. There's Buster. He's El Capitan, sitting in the FO seat. Yep, that's Buster. We all know it. Thanks to our Avatar Best Friend series. So thank you. Otherwise, we wouldn't have Buster. So anyway, here we are sitting on the ramp. Interestingly, the NODEM, as we looked at it, no 100 Lima Lima on the gas, only Jet A. And we are 100 Lima Lima, so we don't get to fuel up. So we have 459 pounds of fuel, which will be plenty to get us to Caracas and to alternates. And of course, today is a beautiful day. As you can just see, it's going to be clear skies pretty much all the way. We are not going to the Caracas airport like Bolivar on the coast. We're actually going to, like, I think the old Caracas airport, the one that's right at the foot of the mountains, kind of inland. So we'll shoot an RNAV approach in there. We'll talk more about that as we get rolling. But anyway, yeah, we're excited about it. Happy to be back in the cockpit. We just noticed we had an update. Not sure if Carenado was part of that update. We'll find out if anything quirky happens or good things happen on the way in. All right, so nothing looks any different on their iPad. So let's put that back. Let's go ahead and get our doors shut, Buster. We'll leave our little window open. Let's go ahead and take a look at, we always do, kind of do a pre-flight here. Weight and balance. So there's our 455 pounds. Must have burned about 4 pounds of fuel coming over here or whatever from the fuel stand. But anyhow, here we go. There's me. That's Buster. That's our life raft. Yep, we hold the life raft. And put it actually in the passenger seat in the back there. And then Station 5, yeah, we did re-up on Buster's food. And so, yep, just so you guys know, we did re-up on Buster's food. So was 60 pounds, now it's 70, so we're all good. All right. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look. So yeah, here's our 459 of block fuel. So trip's going to take us hour and 18 minutes, 155 pounds of fuel. We've got 15 minutes of continuous time. Extra time in the air. I think we'll be doing a straight in, so we might not even need that alternate. So that alternate, yep, 25 minutes away, and then we got our 45 minutes of reserve. So that's 296. So we got about 148 extra fuel on board, an hour extra fuel, plus we got 15 minutes extra for taxi. That's what brings us up. So plenty of fuel, not a problem. We'll get refueled up at Caracas. Okay, what's our flight path today, you ask? So, no, we're not going to go straight in for that. Let's go ahead and just see here. We have a departure, folks. Yes, we actually have departure. It is the SPEP RNAV. Yep, so we have an RNAV. Interestingly, it's kind of got a circle around, almost like it is an RNAV though. So here we go, going to SPEP, and then we'll make a right turn out to Sarni. And so we're RNAV to SPEP is our flight plan, and that is what we're gonna do. We'll take it from runway 09er, and as we look at the airport layout, Jefferson's still sticking with one runway here, 09er, even though we know, as we ran into the approach last time, there's 2 runways, 09er right, I guess, and 09er left. So this taxiway actually is 09er left. So we will come out here to Golf, and we will cross 09er left, and we will take off at the intersection, Bravo intersection of 09 right. And then we'll begin our departure, the RNAV departure to SPAP. All right, that's our story, and we're sticking to it. Let's go ahead and leave it on the airport so we have a little bit of framework here. Actually, we're going to have to put in the plan, so let's take that out. And going to Sarni, Nadas, Charlie Bravo Charlie, VOR. Yep. And Paul GI. And then Tui. So there we go. But we'll probably have Pauji probably intersect the RNAV for runway 28. Whether you ask, yeah. So on the METAR here, we're 10 at 16, so it's pretty much cooking straight down the runway at 16 knots. No clouds in sight. We're at 1015 on the QNH. Nice and warm. Yep, nice and warm. 73 degrees. Beautiful. Let's see, what about arrival, you ask? Okay, let's go to arrival at the Caracas. We have 230 at 3 knots, so we're coming in at 280, runway 28. 3 knots, not really a factor. QNH going down on us a little bit, so to standard, so we're good. That was a long time ago, though. That was 9 hours and 21 minutes ago. Yeah, so maybe we'll get something as we get closer. So anyway, QNH, just so we know, it's 0.907. So 0.907. Let's go ahead and just actually dial that in right now while we're right here, and it's hot on our mind. We're at that's right about there, so we're good. And that kind of fits the bill for our elevation, right? So our elevation, yeah, 60 feet, or yeah, we're at 74 feet, 40 feet, let's call it 50 feet. There we are. So we're looking good. So anyway, yeah, it's been about a week since we've been up. Actually, about a week and a half. So hopefully we actually remember how to fly this thing, Buster. Yeah, I know. I kind of feel the same way, but we're good, Buster. I wish we could have flown more. It's the way it is sometimes, life, right, guys? Here we go. Got our Carenado. Our Carenado Piper PA-44 Seminole Ultimate Trainer. We're not using it as a trainer, so we're just like flying around in it. Maybe we'll do the Seneca 5 guys, you know, but or is it just more of the same? You know, maybe we'll do the Beechcraft. I don't know. We'll probably once we get to 100 hours on this, we'll you know, maybe upgrade. So, well, Buster, you like that idea? Okay. All right. Looking at the Simaware right now, we're the only people on. There's no other controllers. We'll be on Unicom pretty much for the whole way. There was a 738 that was on the tarmac when we first got here, but that plane has since departed. So we are all good. Let's go ahead and get rolling here. It's already been about 7 to 10 minutes, Buster. So see what we got. Let's go ahead and start our pre-flight. All right, seats adjusted and locked. Belts harnessed. Buster, you fastened? Fastened. Good. Brakes set. Circuit breakers. How we doing, Buster? Okay. Circuit breakers are in, thanks to Buster. Landing gears down. Avionics are all off. Cowl flaps are now open down here. We actually have a button, guys. Just as a reminder, we have a button set up on our control stick for our cowl flaps. So anyway, fuel selectors. On. Carb heat off. Perfect. Battery master on. We are 3 green. Perfect. alternators are now on. Let's go ahead and get the nav light on, recognition light on. Our fin strobe should be on. Let's just go ahead and confirm that. There's our nav. Fin strobe, perfect. Keep the fin strobe on while taxiing, and then once we get the landing lights on, we'll go ahead and convert to our strobes on the wings. So that's what we're going to do. That's our plan. We're sticking to it. Left engine, let's go, Buster. Let's get the left engine rolling. Okay, mags are on. Mixture, left engine rich, prop high. We are open a 1/2 inch. Fuel pumps are cooking on the left side. We look pretty open here. What do you think, Buster? How many pumps? 2. Okay, Buster says 2 pumps today. 1, 2. Alright, how are we looking, Buster? Looks pretty clear, like not a soul around. But anyway, clear prop. Buster, you want to help? Perfect. Here we go. Oh my gosh, she started after a week and a half. Perfect. Lovely. Don't we love it in Simland? Don't we just love it in Simland, guys? We don't have to worry. Week and a half. Sitting, not sitting. We're just sitting around, collecting dust, losing charge. It's perfect. Let's go ahead and close up our window. Okay. Alright, so we're in the green. Oil pressure is definitely in the green. Temps are rising. We are at 1,000. Let's get rolling. Let's not waste any time. You can hear our instructor saying, we're wasting gas. Okay, so here we go. Right, mixture rich, prop high. We're open a 1/2. Fuel pumps are cooking. Buster says 2 primes. 1, 2. Give it a quick peek out. We are looking good. Give our right pump a jingle, and it's on. It is on. And our oil pressure is in the green. Temps are rising. We're pulling it back to 1,000. Hey, hey, hey. Let's get the fuel pumps off. So we are looking good. Pull back to 1,000, Buster. Good. All right, ammeters. Yep, they're parallel. Suction. No, still can't find it. Carenado. Any day you want to add the suction gauge would be great. Just make sure they didn't slip one through here. Nope. Nope. So we're good there. Strobes on, radios. Oh, radios. Yeah, got some radios. Let's go to 000. Alt. Perfect. We have our 530 whiskey, so we are WAS enabled on our Garmin. Perfect. Pitot heat on. I think we do have a VOR around here. If so, I would like to tune it while we're waiting. Yep, 114.1. Bam. Yep. And let's just set it to our runway heading right now. We'll go ahead and take a look at it in a little bit more detail later. Okay, let's go. Let's get our flight plan in the box. Push. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Thank you. Roll. Here we go. Sierra, Victor, Mike, Golf, Margarita is in the house. Here we go. We are going to Caracas. Yes. Sierra, Victor, Charlie, Sierra. We have a departure, and it's an RNAV, and we're going to fly it. It's the SPEP. Runway 9er. We're good there. It was Sarnie, wasn't it, guys? Yeah, Sarnie. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, not fun. Go back. Push. Let's get to our departure. Sorry about that, guys. SPEP. So you asked why they did that. Well, that's when our satellite's all engaged. Boom, it just flipped us right to the map. So it happens. I'm trying to jump the gun. It's all good. 29. Sarnie. Bam, load. You got it. Okay, here we go. SPEP, RNAV to SPEP, transition point Sarnie. Push, roll. Let's get on to. So from Sarnie, I believe it was not us. Yeah, let's go ahead and stick with our plan. It was not us. Okay, roll. Hopefully I've done this correct. Yep, let's keep rolling. Charlie Bravo Charlie, VOR, Venezuela. Let's keep rolling. Can't see. There we go. Roll. Podgy. Okay. Papa. Alpha. Uniform. Juliet. India. Good. Roll. Let's get 2E up. Yankee. Not that we're Yankee fans. Alright. Yankee fan got a growl by, got a nice little growl there. Okay, here we go. Push. We're good. Route is in there. We'll do our arrival in the air, or excuse me, our approach in the air. There's no arrivals coming in, so let's just go ahead and get out of here. Whoops. And let's go ahead and change this to our Caracas. I know we should be doing this in the Airbuster. I know. I know. I know. We'll look at it more in the Airbuster. It's departure. No, we're not in departure. Clear out. So there. We're good. Push. How about push? It's the first thing that goes is like proficiency on this 530. Telling you what, it goes fast. Just a week and a half. Okay. Okay. Arrivals, none. Okay, just confirming. Here we go. Let's no, let's clear out. Clear out. Good. Let's set this up. Turn. Oh, interesting. SPEP to Sarnie. Be interesting what happens once we get to SPEP. What happens? Because there is a legitimate turn here. Back to Sarnie, and I don't know if it's just like you get to SPEP and bam, you go really quick. What's kind of interesting is I would think that this is SPEP right here, but looking at the map, no, there's, yeah. All right, we'll see. We shall see. As a matter of fact, let's go out just a little further. Let's turn on the this will be interesting. So we'll keep going. Let's get our radios going. I mean, worst case, we just hit the direct to. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there once we get to SPEP, but we'll be ready. We know we got to fly to a track at 281, so no big deal. Pretty simple, actually. We're not going to complicate it. Run in there and mess it up by complicating things. But this is why we like to do these RNAV departures, particularly on the GNS 530, just to see. It's good. Okay, we got our VLOC in. We have our direct point here and our GPS. So we're good. Let's go ahead and flip back. So here we go. All right, let's go ahead and get our run-up going, Buster. I think we're good to go here. So let's go ahead and taxi over to our run-up. Let's make sure we got all good. We got nobody around still, so I'm just going to taxi over to Golf, which I think is on the other side of the fuel stand. And we'll do our run-up over here. Do our run up over here. Just take us a couple minutes, Buster. Always do our run up. Here we go. Particularly, the thing's been sitting for a week and a half. Break off. Did do so interesting. Let's go ahead and put our parking brake on. I am not getting any rudder. I'm getting rudder here. I'm not getting any rudder movement off of this wheel. So let's go ahead and change that. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, guys. Control options. Joystick slider. Yeah, we're getting good movement here. So let's go ahead and, I mean, at the end of the day, we're getting good movement. Let's just clear it out and select an input. Let's go ahead and, okay, validate. Not getting any action here, but let's go ahead and apply and save. Let's go back. Alright, sorry for that. Technical difficulties, guys. That usually happens after an update, right? I mean, we just had an update. So that happens, right? We're going to give him a pass. Let's get us set up here to 090. On the way out. Nice little area right here. A little broken line for our run up. What was it? Winds were 10. go ahead and feather a left prop. No more than a 500 on the drop. Good. Feather right prop. No more than 500. Awesome. Looking good. Let's go ahead and pop us to, let's wait till we get back to 15. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and get to 2,000. Cyclone Buster. No more than a 300 drop Buster. Whoa, wrong one. Come on there, Buster. Okay, that's first round. That's our second round. Let's do our final round, getting all that oil in that prop casing. Awesome. We're good. Let's go ahead and test our governor. Let's drop this back to 18. Let's make sure the governor is doing its job. Let's go ahead and advance the throttle, and let's see what happens. We want to see the RPM advance and then drop back to 18. Yep. Very nice. Governor is working and in the office. Okay, there we go. 2,000. What we gotta do? You got it, Buster. Let's get the mags going. Left engine, left mag. Small little drop, we're good. Right mag. Small little drop. Okay, right engine, right mags. Yep, good little drop. Left mag. Good little drop. Yep, we don't want to see anything more than 175 drop and a differential of 50 between the two. So we are all good on our deal. And just for fun, did the update do anything to carb heat? No. Nope, nothing on carb heat. Drop me back to 1,000. We're still going to use carb heat though, as we go. On descents, things like that. Even though I don't know if it does much. As a result, probably pull the power back a little too much as compared to real life flying this thing, because we have no carb heat that really shows any sort of engine drop or anything like that. Alright, so we are good on our run up. Let me just make sure. Shader panel, yep, they're all good there. Let's go ahead and just check our controls. Neutral, 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 right rudder, neutral, left rudder, neutral. So, flight instruments, let's just make sure. Yep, we have good here. We're at, let's finish this up. Let's make sure we're going out at 090. Yep, all good here. We're going to go to SPEP. Let's ignore this. Let's just roll this. Let's just go poly, just so it doesn't activate on us once we're in the air going to Sarny. Okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. Oh, let me get this to 121.5 in case the military wants to hunt us down. COM2 is now open. All good. Okay, it is, wow, what was our flight plan? Our flight plan was 35 after, so we're running a little bit behind. Okay, so it's 9:45. All right. Margarita traffic, Seminole 806 Alpha Mike is taxiing to runway 9er right via Golf, crossing runway 9er left, holding short at Bravo intersection. Margarita. I don't remember where we were, Buster. Let's do it. Parking brake. Let's give us a little bit of power, Buster. No, it's coming. Anybody, and I'm not seeing anybody either on the radar for Simware. Nope, no one 75 is going to be our rotate buster, and if anything happens before then, we're cutting and braking. We're going to get in the air. We're not going to have much runway left, so we're going to go ahead. As soon as we get positive rate, we're going to put our gear up. We're going to climb out at 95 up to 1,000 feet, and then we're going to dial back to 25 and 25 and climb out at 105. Any questions, Buster? Yep. Thanks, Buster. And we should have done that earlier. Here we go. We are alive on the airspeed. We're alive! We're at 70, 75, and we're rotating. Here. We have positive rate. No longer have the runway. Gears going up. I'm going to climb out at 90. Got no flaps. We're good. Gears up, flaps are up. Trying to climb out at 90, now at 100, Buster. Got a little crab in there. Okay, let's dial us back to 25 and 25. Margarita traffic, Seminole 6 Alpha Mike is passing through 1,500, clear runway 9 right. Margarita, man, keep forgetting that. We're sloppy today, Buster. Wow, we're a little bit right, of course. So let's make that happen. Climb out now at 105. Let's trim that to 105. Let's go ahead and get the autopilot on. We're somewhat trimmed. Let's go ahead and hit the nav. Let's see what they do. Coming up on SPEP in 0.7 miles. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we're arriving at the waypoint. Get a little bit bigger on the Sarnie. Alright, so there it is, direct to Sarnie. And as we said, we're probably going to go in on the 281. So let's just go ahead and put the 281 right now, just anticipating. I think it's going to be the track. What happens. Oh, that's a good question, Buster. Was there an initial clearance? Transition altitude's 5,000. I did not see any other flight level 140 to Sarnie. So we just need to be, we were higher than 440 at SPEP, so oh, it is flying us. This is kind of like a DME arc here. Interesting. Let's go ahead and increase our rate to 1,500 because we're getting a little fast here. Alright, let's do after takeoff checklist. Okay. Oh, I did not put the fuel pumps on. Getting a little rusty on the takeoff checklist. Forgot the fuel pumps and forgot the takeoff briefing. We did it on the runway. Not good. At least we got our lights on, Buster. Power. Yep, power's good. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do the after takeoff. Gears up, flaps are up, cruise at 105. We are, but let me dial it back a little bit. 13, because I know we're shallowing out a little bit. Throttle's at 25. No, it slipped on us because we're driving in the air, so we're full throttle right now. And props are 25. They're a little uneven. Drop the left one back. Okay, they're at 25. Fuel pumps are off. How efficient. Mixture set. Engine temps monitored. We're good. Cow flaps. We're good. We're going to 10,000 Buster. We're going to 10,000. Transition altitude is 5,000, so I guess we go standard now. We're going standard. 0.9er. Flying around the States, you know. Transition standard, flight level 180, but here we go now. Now we're flight level 060. Jeez. Transition altitude was 5,000 feet, so what are we going to do? You can see, man, how we just kind of turned the corner. Kind of see, I wonder if we're going to pick up Sarnie out here. Kind of interesting. Let's shallow out our vertical speed, because as we know, as we get higher, it's going to keep dropping us on our indicated airspeed. Things are not going to be working out well for us. Let's go ahead and lean as we're getting up there just a little bit. I know standard operating procedure and pilot handbook says you don't lean until you're done with your climb, but we are going to lean just a little bit on the way up. Still got full throttle, guys. We're at 22.5 on the manifold pressure. Getting a little quick here, but I might just pop back. I might have a little sim gyration here. Yeah, so we could see this right here is where Sarnie's at. So it's definitely on an intercept run to intercept Sarnie. Ground speed 124. Getting a little quick here. Let's go ahead and keep our climb in. We need to be at 105. Where are we? We're on a radial 220 on the radial. So let's just go ahead and just keep track. 220. Good. 220. Yep. That's about where we are. Going to Sarnie. So we're out of the airspace, right? There's no one around. I'm not going to go ahead and make a last call. Margarita traffic, Seminole 6 Alpha Mike is 10 miles to the south at 8,500 feet. Last call leaving airspace. Margarita. Was it really 10 miles? What do you think, guys? Yeah. There's 10 miles right there. There's 10 miles. Yeah, probably 15. Yep, there it is right there. 15 miles. Oh well. And there's the rings. It's a controlled airport. Just go to Sky Factor really quick and see what's up on me. Yeah, there's a controlled airport, so interesting. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Oh, there's an NDB 218 Giles. Let's go ahead and dial in the NBB. It looks to be an outer marker for runway 9er. Okay, here we go. We're about ready to intercept. Let's see if it makes its turn. There it goes. In. Thanks, Buster. Buster with the warning. Okay. Get it. Alright, here we go. So we are now at flight level 100. And all of my friends in the US are like, where are you saying flight level 100? Yeah, we're in Venezuela. We're past our transition altitude of 5,000 feet, so we are now in flight level land. Not right. Let me Jeppesen chart. 42 miles. Got 31 left to go into Sarnie. On the RNAV SPEP departure. I think we said that a little better, Buster, on our position report on takeoff. You know, Seminole 6 Alpha Mike taking runway 09 for RNAV to SPEP. I think that's what, you know, taking runway 09er right, RNAV to SPEP. Done. You know, that's probably what we should have done. Gotta get more coffee. Is coffee making back there, Buster? Galley? Is the galley all powered up and ready to go for coffee? Ooh, take some pictures. Ah, let's do cruise checklist. I know. Here we go, power set. Yeah, we're full tilt at 2,000 on the manifold. Let's drop our RPM back to 23. And for those of us who first time maybe joining or whatnot, where's our power settings? Go figure. All right, so 10,000 feet, flight level 10,000. We're gonna be at 2,300. Is my favorite for the RPM, and that puts us at full throttle at 10,000 feet. So, and that'll give us about 10 gallons per hour. So, we'll go ahead and start monitoring the fuel here, and we'll get it going. We did take off. We did take off at around 50 after, right? So that's all good. So let's go ahead and make a note of that. So we were off at 950. Sarnie is going to be our first point. I know SPEP was, but our transition point for Sarnie is good. Let's go ahead and see fuel-wise. Sarnie 389, so 389 pounds. We'll just put in not us, Charlie Bravo Charlie, and then Haji. So not us, they want us at 365. Flight planning wants us at 365. Charlie Bravo Charlie wants us at, flight planning wants us at 323, and Podgy we're at 305. So that's what we're gonna do. We're sticking with it. We started with 455. So in 23 miles we'll see what we're doing, but let's go ahead and just check right now. So fuel, we're probably looking at 35 gallons each. So that is 35, 70. 70 times 6, 360. 360, that's not right. Let's go ahead and see. Maybe this is more like 38. Yeah, we're at 410. We're at 35 gallons. 70 times 6. Duh. 70 times 6 is 420. So, yeah, that's about right. 35, 35, 70. 70 times 6 is 420 pounds. We are at 410. Just didn't do the math right in my head. Yeah, we're about right. Just trying to use our wonky analog gauges here from 1980. I think I'm joking. What do you see, Buster? Do you see an island out there? Way out there. Let's go ahead and check our sky vector chart on our computer and just see what that is all about. Punta Delgada, Isla La Tortuga is the airport that's sitting on that runway right on the edge there underneath this here. checklist. Let's make sure that we've completed it. Man, Buster, keep me on task here. Maybe that's what you're calling me for. Power set. Yes, we did. Trim is set. Well, we got the autopilot on. Mixture is adjust. Let's finish our mixture. Let's bring it down until we get a roll. Let's get a drop in the mixture. There's the drop. Let's put it back to where we saw the peak. Right engine. Let's put it up. Oh, there's the drop. And let's put it back where we see the peak. Okay, we are now leaned out. Cow flaps closed. Let's get the cow flaps down here, guys. Got my button right here. Close the cow flaps. These are these bad boys here. Open. Close. They're closed up. Cow flaps aren't closed up. Landing lights off. Good. Alright. We're good. We're all good. Cruise checklist is now complete. Cruise checklist is now complete. 15 miles to Sarnie. If we lose an engine, where do we go? Let's go ahead and just check our nearest points. Yep. We can go back. There's 2 airports going backwards. Anything in front of us? There's one off to the left at 22. Kind of back to the left here. Off our left wing, 23 miles. Big runway. That's here, right here. Oh yeah, we're gonna dial on Giles. So, given the wind, given that the wind is coming here, we'd probably go, maybe flying directly in. It's more of a crosswind to go back to Margarita. But man, I'm taking, looking at the wind scenario, this is more of a headwind going to India Echo. Yeah, probably go right back to Mana, right in here. We lost an engine. That's where we would go. Alright, always looking, right? Always looking. So 3-1, no, 218. It's 218. It's Giles. Is it 218? I want to think it was 318. No, it's 218. Not getting much on the register here. West. So this is popping west. Doesn't much matter. It's not reading it. We're pretty far away, maybe 30 miles away. 30 some odd miles away from the MDB. It's 218. It's dialed in. We're not getting anything off of it. We're almost due west of the VOR. Going up on Sarnie. Pretty soon I would expect we would get an airport out here to the right. here's a better look. So 50 miles this way, 50 miles this way, 50 miles this way. So we can kind of see our options. Knowing the wind is probably coming in, you know, probably right at our, like, got a major tailwind. It would be great if we had an option right here. But it's not picking that up. I know there's an airport there, though. It's interesting. Maybe 457 meters. 1,500 foot. I wonder if that's a... no. Probably a little grass strip. Right over here. It's not showing up on our GNS 530. Anyway, let's not get distracted. Cruise, yep, we're good there. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what VORs we have. Let's track us to, let's do two things. Let's go ahead and put our backup on Barcelona, 115.9. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Waypoint, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Here we are. Alright, going to Nadas. Here we go. 392 on the fuel. 392, that's about right with our gauge. 392 on the fuel at Sarni. Flight planning wanted us at 389, so we're plus 3 pounds to the good. We are plus, I know, especially when we're over water, right, Buster? Our engine temp's looking, everything's looking good. We're all in the green. Pressures are good. Batteries still looking great. We're parallel. Away we go. Okay, let's go ahead and let's put a little radial off of Barcelona. Okay, so we are on the, wow, 020 radial for Barcelona. About right. Yeah, there we go. 20. Our position. 156 would be our next one, 156. So let's put this out here. We'll see this creep in on it. So we'll go here. We'll see this continually creep in, and once we get to there, we'll be at Nadas. Seminole, are we doing anything exciting on Seminole? Let's reset. Solo. Alright. Still not willing to give up the VOR going back yet. It's 45 miles away. Let's wait until we get to Nadas before we go ahead and tune. Before we tune Charlie Bravo Charlie. There's the coastline. Yeah, now it's a no-brainer. Bravo Charlie right over here. It's definitely where we would go if something happened. That's Barcelona. That's why we have our handy-dandy deal here. All we would have to do is just tune us in. Track our radios. Oh, there it is. Oh, 156. What is that 156? Why was I thinking 156? What is that 156? It's certainly not a radial off of here. radial off of here would be, you know, like just north. It's like 3-3. 5-6. That's a radial off of Meeksock. Okay. Let's go ahead and see how far away SBC is. 36 miles off our left wing. That's Barcelona, right over there. That's where we go if we lose an engine muster. Alright. It's tough to argue with just going right there though. Probably get a lot more support over here. And a little grass strip over here, just saying. I need to get repairs and stuff like that. Parts. Go over here in Barcelona. Here. I mean, that has like months written all over it to get your plane fixed. Here, weeks. Here, months. Hopefully. This may never leave. Yeah, I have no idea. Good people there, I'm sure. I have no idea. I mean, we'll definitely be close once we get to Nadas. We'll be way closer to that grass strip. Yeah. Then we have, what do we have up here? Is Charlie Bravo Charlie just a VOR out of the middle of a, like a cape here? Cabo? Cape, right? Cape Cordera? Huh. Yeah, there's a standalone VOR on the Cape. Awesome. Awesome. What do we have here? We have a 3,900 foot runway. It's pretty significant. Okay. Now the backup plan. Alright, let's go ahead and check our approaches. We're up here. We're looking good. 2,000 feet. Flight level 100. Because we are past our 5,000 foot transition feet, our transition altitude. Let's go ahead and 320. Look at this, 24 miles away. Where is that? Where is that? Delta Alpha. Where is that one? Not seeing it. Yeah, not seeing it. Interesting. So here we go. This probably is 50 right there. It's probably 35 miles from Bravo Charlie. Yep. But here we go. VFR only. So it's probably a little grass strip going 326. Right here. Delta Alpha. I'm looking all over the charts. I don't see it. GNS 530 doesn't show me it. What if we pushed? Oh, this Tortuga. 30-foot VFR. What other information do you have on it? Looks like to be on a cape. Only 5 and 05 and 23. Flight planning wants us in Nadas at 365 pounds. Let's see how we're doing on the fuel, Buster. Got a minute to go. Then we'll switch over to the Cabo Cordera 113.5. On the radio. Perfect. Let's get our handy dandy countdown. Fuel 365. Wow, right on the money. 365, we're right on the money. 0 pounds, plus or minus, at notice. Alright, let's go ahead and pick our approach. Approach. 9 approaches. Oh, let's check the weather first. Minutes ago. 110 at 4. 110 at 4. 110 at 4. So the active is probably interesting. Okay. Wow, the active is still 2.8 apparently, accordingly to we have runway 10, which looks like we would go to TUI. 250 to Ogden. I don't think we go to this point, this transition point out here. Wow, 7,600 feet. Interesting. 8,000 feet, 7,600 feet, 5,900. Got a lot of mountains around here. This would be a pretty view. Definitely be a much nicer. High terrain north of approach course remain at or above the depicted FPA during the approach due to the terrain considerations in the area. Let's take a peek at the ILS. So again, we would transition over TUI, pop back to Ubuso, 7,000, then Udsep, and then make our way in. It's a pretty long approach, 15 miles out, 17 actually. TUI would be the initial approach fix. Let's go ahead and see the RNAV one more time. So, very interesting. It's only lateral. The Yankee's only lateral. I think the Zulu, the 2-8. Oh, there is a Zulu. What? Why would they not give us the Zulu for 110? LNAV and RNAV. Excuse me, LNAV and VNAV. Sorry. Versus Yankee. So Zulu, the RMP. Yes, it's an RMP. Maybe we're not approved. Transition altitude 8,000 feet. RMP Y Yankee, which is less precise, LNAV only. But let's see, we have our points, our dive and drive points, 5,900, 4,200. Not giving us the handy dandy, here's your altitudes at certain miles. Our MDA is at 2240, our elevation's at 2,100 feet. That'd be cool. Elevation's at 2,100 feet. But we don't have very far to get down. We're at 10,000 already. Zulu, but then again, Zulu's set up to go out here to Usati. Yankee set up to transition over to get to Ogden. Got a little message here. I bet you it involves our VNAV profile. Yeah. Ignore that. Yeah. We're going to go to TUI. Fly over that one. We're going to do the RNAV Yankee. Yeah, I understand it's an LNAV. It's less precise. We have the opportunity to do an ILS. Let's not. Let's go ahead. Ooh, it looks like it's offset, if I'm not mistaken. It's definitely offset. Right? Am I not saying this right? Definitely looks like it's going to be an offset. 300 feet. Final approach course is 09 do it. Let's pin it. Let's add it, actually. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's do this one, Buster. Let's get in the box. An approach. Ooh, it's giving us the option, but we said Yankee. Chewy. That must be my Katia. Right here, the VOR. Okay, there's Mass PU down here to the southwest. SP1 PU. Stewie. It's loading. Let's view it. Not a CV Paul G2E. Right, weenie. Clear this. There we go. Paul G2E, which starts the approach. Let's get our altitudes right, Buster. Well, let's just make sure we're going all the way through. There's our points. Vid, Ugvid, SUVU, Cluck, Pargo on the missed approach. So Cluck will be the missed approach. Cluck might be a missed approach. Actually is our minimum descent altitude spot. No, it's actually where we call our missed approach. So we're actually half a mile out from the airport. We're calling our missed approach on the MPA. There it is. It's not the runway threshold. It's half a mile in front. Okay. We're gonna need probably interesting, a 600 foot per minute descent angle. We're at 3.5 degree on the descent angle. A little bit more aggressive than we're used to seeing, but that is okay. 300 foot on the minimum decision altitude. We will not have any vertical guidance, so we definitely will need to input our 600 foot at Vid. Diving and driving to 4200, and then we're diving and driving to 24. Let's call it 2450. 300 foot above ground. 2450. Good practice, Buster. Good practice. There's a mountain right in front of us. Gee, Christmas. Altitudes. We're going in the 2E at 8,000 feet. We're at 10,000 already. Then we're going to drop it down to Obgyn. Okay, hold on. Going to Obgyn and then straight into Ugvid. So it's so our initial approach fix is going to be Obgyn, and then we're going into our immediate fix at Ugvid. So
it's 5,900. So we're going to be dropping 2,000 feet once we got 12 miles to drop 2,000 feet. No big deal. We're going to keep the same 5,900 foot altitude into upbid. And there we go. Then we'll begin our 600 foot per minute descent rate on a course of 094. I bet you it's not a straight in. It's definitely not a straight in, because we saw on the ILS that 15 miles took us up to, this is the EDSUP was the 15-mile out marker for the ILS. So it's 50 miles out for the ILS. So that's the straight in. So we're definitely not going to be doing a straight in. But it's interesting. It says it's a lateral now. So we'll see what happens. It should be interesting. Missed approach, we're going to direct to Pargo. Climbing, we're direct to Pargo. We're going to 5,900 feet. Direct to up and via heading. Oh, they want us to go all the way to Agoso. At or above 7,600 and hold. So our holding point is not at Option, it's at Agoso. Okay. Alrighty. Make sure we got TUI in the box. Waypoint. Push. Clear. Alright, CBC's coming up. And then the whole mess comes up. Set a vertical nav. It's going to be 8,000 feet. Oh man, I love this thing. 8,000 feet. Flight level 080, coming in 060, so it's good, but interesting. We just go a heading off of CBC, off of Cabo Cadera of 285. We need to be flight level 120. So we want to make sure that we turn left to 263, because obviously there's an issue, and that's the issue. You want to set flight level 120 going this way. VOR should be right down here. It'll be right around here. And there's the Cabo. There's the Cabo. Should be an airport right there. Or that's the yeah, that's it right there. But it's right there. It's right there. on the approach, Buster. Love, 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 love. Okay, so this is going to be... Alright, so we got 6.9 miles until we're over the VOR. Let's go ahead and dial in the VOR for TUI. TUI's going to be 115.2. Let's dial this one, the big one. Bam. 53 miles away. Let's go ahead and, is there any other triangulation that we want to do here? Makatia is our alternate. We'd have to go over a boatload of mountains. This is clear. CBC. So we want to be on a 263 radial going away. So let's just make sure we remind ourselves. This is the radial that we want to be taking from Cabo Cadera. We do not want to get off track and go 285. Because of that right here. How's the engine looking? Engines. Interesting. Check this out. Little differential in the cylinder head temp. Let's see if we're running a little hot on the left. Bang, bang, bang. Anything going on to the left that we should know about? Anything going on? That engine right over there. Just need to keep an eye on it, Buster. Let's just check our fuel. Here we go. CBC flight planning wants us at 323. 18. So we're minus 5 pounds, which pounds to gallon. It's bad, but I'm okay with that. All right, we got a nice little turn in here, right where we want to go. Cabo, Cape VOR, bingo. There we go. We're where we want to be. So we're going to be this way, not that way. This way was 8,000. 8,000. And we'll be getting to 8,000 shortly before TUI. Our approach is in. We're ready. We're 43 miles away from the airfield. Let's see if we got somewhere going. What do we call this airport? What do we call this airport? And I think it's going to be Caracas. Caracas Tower. So, Caracas Tower. We're going to use Caracas. once we get the PA-G, be a good place to maybe announce our initial position. RNAV, it really is an RNP. So the RNP runway 10, transitioning over to clouds. Right home about. It'd be really interesting if we had some yeah, so they changed it, we got everything good. 110 at 4. Oh, alright, we're good higher, much higher. 33. Oh yeah, 100. When do we do that? 8,000 feet. So once we get to 8,000 feet, we'll go ahead and tune in our local, which is 3.00. Support because we're running the RNP. Beautiful outbuster. How are we looking on the temps? Still a little high on the left engine. Still on the green. Should not have that big of a disparity between the two. Car beats off here. Let me cycle through this one. See if I can knock it off its game. Getting hot. I wonder if we open left cow flap. Just a little bit. See if it cools it down. So we're opening the left cow flap just a touch. See it? So let's just see if that has any impact on the cylinder head or the oil temp. Well, now the right cylinder head just went to 350. Isn't that interesting? Which is probably both normal. Let me go ahead and get the cow flap closed again. See if that makes any difference. None. Okay. Oh, we just coming up on PA-G, 12 miles away. We're in the mountains. If I lost an engine, where do I go? I'm going back right to here. The runway, right over here. Right there. Yep. Ooh, there's one 342 right off our right wing. 9 miles away. Look at it. Got a 20-mile look here. Here, 10 miles here. I would definitely go this way versus that way. I mean, shoot, that's snow. Yeah, I would think so. Right there. Look at this snow. Crazy. Podgy coming up, and that's when we'll make our first call. Alright, Podgy. Podgy, they wanted us at 305. And 2E is 292. 2E is 292. And then on the ground, 289. Okay, 295. 295 on the pounds. 295. They wanted us at 305, so we're 10 pounds to the negative here. Okay. Almost 2 gallons off. 1 gallon each. Not a big deal. We're good. How's the instrument's looking? Good. Fully leaned out. Everything's where we need to go. 10,000 feet. Remember, our altitude. So our MDA is going to be, we're just going to call it, let's just call it 2,500. So let's just do an MDA of 2,500. So we're going 8,000, 5,900, and then 4,200. Just so we're set. Caracas traffic, Seminole 806 Alpha Mike is 18 miles to the northeast, inbound for the RNP runway 10, transitioning over TUI. Caracas. Could have said the 2E VOR, so everyone is on the same page. We got Cabo up here. We got the Cabo right here. Cape, Cabo Cordero, whatever that is. And we got TUI in the VLOC. We're gonna fly a GPS because we are RNP. Highly doubt. Oh, there's the runway. You can see the lights right there. Look at that. It's right in the groove. Interesting. Awesome. It's gonna be fun, guys. This will be a good one. So we're gonna do 600 foot a minute once we get to Ugvid. Let's go ahead and get our landing light on. Let's check our descent checklist because it looks like we're going to need to go. Approaching the VNAV profile, very much so. Let's go ahead and begin our descent at 400 feet. Let's just do 400 feet. Let's pull back the power somewhat. Alright, altimeter set. So let's make sure we got our altimeter set. Big difference here. 30.00. Alright, we're pushing through. We're going to go to 8,000 feet here. Fuel selectors, both on. Cowl flaps, continually closed. Power, carb heat. Let's throw the carb heat on. Landing light is now on. Power as required. We're going to keep it leaned out on the way down. We're going to 8,000 feet. We need to be at, looks like we're losing a little ground here, so let's just put it at 5. Drop the power back a little bit more. Yep, this is going to be fun. Where are we going to go once we land? Oh man, we're gonna go left. We're gonna go left. How about that? All these are hangars. Apron. Terminal. We're gonna go left. Just taxi to ramp. Vacate left. It's gonna vacate. It's gonna vacate. 106, so there it is. So it's 106 for the runway heading, but we're gonna be coming in at 0904. Yep, 0904. So we're gonna have a little left turn. So if we stay on this, it's gonna bring us probably right down to where we need to be, but we're just gonna have to make a right turn. So it's gonna be fun. It's kind of an LNAV. I mean, it should be interesting. It's kind of like a VOR approach. See a buster? Or is that traffic? You see traffic anywhere? We're at 9,000 feet. Thank you. That's the 1,000 foot warning. 1,000 foot warning for buster. A little ahead of schedule, so let's drop it back to 400 foot. That's our VSR, guys. So that shows what we need to do to get to 8,000 feet, a mile before TUI. There's the runway. There must be all the hangars. So we'll be coming through this valley, and then we'll be making a right-hand turn for landing. That's exactly what it is. Fun. Absolutely fun. Love that. Having fun, Buster? Awesome. 500 feet. Approaching the target altitude. Nice. I like using a VNAV on the GNS 530. No, it works pretty good. I like having this VSR in the window here on the descent. Just kind of gives us a little bit of a barometer where we need to be. miles to Tui. Yeehaw. Let's go ahead and set us up to 94. I know this is where, actually, let's keep this where we're going. Let's turn this into 0 max. Could do 106 though. We really want to see what the runway's like. Let's take it to 106. That's where we get some little bit of runway action here. What turn are we supposed to make? What's your track? 250. Just keep our heading bug solid on 250. All this is going to move. Oh. Actually, we need to go down to 5900 right now, so let's keep it going. Let's roll down to 5900. Let's go ahead and do it. 800 per minute. We need to get to 5900. We have, let's pull the power back. We need to get to 5912 miles. Checklist, seatbelts, fasten. Are we over to it? Yeah. Caracas traffic, Seminole 6 Alpha Mike is over the VOR Tui, beginning outbound leg to the RNP runway 10. Caracas. Checklist, seatbelts fastened, fuel selectors on, mixture now rich. Let's go forward. 7,000 feet. Good. Fuel pumps on. You know what? Let me wait on the fuel pumps until we get closer to our intermediate fix. Gear down, flaps, props. Good. Props high. Let's move props high right now. 6,000 feet, almost to our point. Shallow out the descent. We had no problem making it. Get to a vid, we're going to need to put in our 600 foot per minute descent rate. why we put the heading bug where we need to be, guys. Also, TUI, I needed to activate TUI. Let's go direct to UDVID. Nope. Direct. Interesting. So we needed to hit the approach before TUI. Lesson learned. We're still where we need to be. No, we're not. So, alright. Do that. Sure. Why are we flying in a circle? Aguso. Wow, made no other mistake. Okay, let's go to Aguso. Boy, we really clustered this one up. Alright, let's go to Aguso. Let's get our procedure in. Vectors. And let's go heading. Uh-oh. We need to be 4,200. Zero 004. Let's take the intercept right here. Got vectors. We have LNAV, VNAV. Oh, look at this crap. LNAV, VNAV. So let's go ahead and let's get down. Gear down. Obviously a little high. We're still above glide. Pull the power back. Let's get one notch of flaps now. Arm. I mean, I got the runway for crying out loud, but I would like to see us catch. Over 600 foot per minute. We should catch the GPS any minute now, or the glide path any minute now. I mean, we have it. Why not take advantage of it? SVU 4 mile, or yeah. Lord knows we really tried to screw that one up. Okay, we're 6 miles out. Caracas traffic, Seminole 6 Alpha Mike is on a 6 mile final for runway 10, Caracas. So first, should have activated before TUI. Failed to do that. Then when we got it, wanted us to fly, we activated, wanted us to go back to TUI. Problem. Then when we hit direct to, we hit direct to the wrong waypoint. Problem. Put us in a circle. And then we finally got going to the right waypoint. Then we reloaded in our approach to vectors. Woohoo! Going fast. So this should take us right now. This is kind of interesting. Love the approach. Love this one. Look at this. It's on like a hill. This is great. Lower the speed. Need to get this thing to 90. Okay, so 2500 is our minimum decision altitude. So we're gear down is in the green. We are stable. 400 feet above decision height. Altitude of the runway is, we're sitting there at 2140. Nearing our decision altitude. 200 decision altitude. Speed is good. A little more power. 100 to decision altitude. Yeah, the LNAV VNAV is working really nice here. I would have thought if they wanted us precision though, and were giving us vertical guidance, we could have come over the mountains. And we don't have this little setup here. Okay, we are good. We're through our decision altitude. We are a go. Let's see if it turns us. Let's see if it turns us. I have the airplane. I'm not feeling a turn. So let's go ahead. We have our obligatory tree. Someone needs to get the clippers out. I'm gonna come up over it. And then we're gonna drop. Power's off. We have the runway. We are stable. We have 3 green. We are good. Let's try to make this one. Flaps up. Caracas traffic, Seminole 6 Alpha Mike is vacated runway 10, taxiing to ramp. Caracas traffic. Lights, thin strobe, heat off, carb heat off, cow flaps open. Flaps. How do I feel like I'm... Let's just go over here. And we've got the parking spots. It feels like it's way too high. There's a building over there. I'll go over to the building. Man, that was a lot of fun, guys. We're gonna come over here. I'll park over here by this building. I don't see any gas. Ooh, big power line. Well, guys, we're showing our rust today. Definitely showing our rust on the approach. Got a little lazy there. Hit activate approach after our initial approach fix, TUI, and started to guide us back to our initial approach fix. Lovely. And then when we hit direct to, we hit direct to the wrong waypoint. Lots of fun. Figured it out. Got direct to the right waypoint. Then put in the activate the vectors. Put in our approach, activate vectors, and flew the vector in. Caught the glide path. We were above it, so we had to descend pretty quick to catch the glide path, which we did. And it was all copacetic from there. But thank God we didn't have a whole lot of traffic and controllers on. We would have just been like, totally screwing things up. But you know, hey, this is what happens, right? Again, week and a half off, still no excuse, but not everything's going to go to plan. So you get to see how we kind of scrambled to get the ship back righted up and ready down the runway. I did like the approach, loved it. Interestingly, on the approach, let me just go ahead and shut these things down. So interestingly, on the approach, yeah, I need to get the fuel pumps on. Whoops. Anyway, I found it interesting that once we got to the runway, there was no turn. And so it definitely wanted us to take it off autopilot and do the turn manually, which we did, and it was no problem. But I just did not know if the autopilot was actually going to make the turn. I mean, it just, you know, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it felt like it was, I mean, you know, not really like a Washington, D.C. Reagan approach into 19er, but, you know, we're kind of waiting for it to turn us. I mean, this is an RNAV approach. We had LNAV and VNAV. I mean, we had both on this one. So that was a lot of fun. But anyway, let's make sure that we've shut down completely. Parking brakes set. Yep. Avionics off. Electrical switch off. Props high. Mixtures cut off. Yeah, we're good. Magnetos. Let's get the magnetos off. Did not do that. Yep. Get our magnetos off. Digital batteries. That should have done the magnetos before the batteries. Alternators. Control locks. Good. Fuel selectors are off. Tie downs for cure. Let's get the thing open. There you go, Buster. If you want to go out there, there's the grass. So anyway, guys, again, it's been a blast. We had a great time. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, right there. So we've had a blast. There goes Buster. So anyway, guys, clear skies, warm tailwinds, and we're out.